Welcome back to BBK Sports. It's been long overdue. You know, the people they don't put it in the chat, but they messaged me privately. You said, "Man, when you gonna have views back on?"
Damn.
Get an echo.
Get an echo
Yeah, I'm getting an echo.
from me?
Now I'm hearing myself back.
Okay.
It's gone now. Yeah, it's gone now. No, it's still there. It's still there.
Still
Hold on. Yeah. Good, yeah?
I can hear you, man. I can hear you
Okay.
good.
Okay, I think we're calm. I don't know what happened there. But, bro, I got big up to that like views on sports. I got you back on the channel. Long time overdue, man.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. All good, man. All good. All good. Like I keep saying, Arsenal aside. I don't understand the logic, but we're here, man. We're here, man. Thank you for having me back on, man. Like you said, long overdue. I think the last time we was on screen together was on one of the interventions, I think, actually. Was it under the lens or was it? I think it was. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, we're here, man. Always a pleasure. Hope everyone's good. And big up yourself, man.
Yeah, we got 8 people locked in. Hey, chat, you can hear the echo, let me know, because I'm still hearing a little bit of echo in the background. I don't know what's going on with my StreamYard.
I can't even hear it, bro. People thought it was only on Uncle Views.
See, I don't even have Streamlabs, so it couldn't be switched. But yeah, whatever, man. It's all good. This is mad, bro. What the hell? Hold on. I gotta try something here. I gotta try.
Leave and come back, or it might be on my end, but I ain't got nothing else like playing, so there shouldn't be no echo. Yeah, big up
All right,
the assembled.
I think we're good now. I think we're good.
We're good.
Yes. All right, cool. It was on my. I had something else open. Yeah, but bro, I caught the tail end of your stream this morning. Like I said, I had to go back and watch,
Yeah.
and then it lead up to, was it Half Volley? That was his name, right? Half Volley.
Oh, Folly, yeah.
He came on the stream. And yesterday, bro, I had another. I don't want to call him a top gunner, but I had another young brother named Cape Esparza. It's like I have timestamps in the video. If you could go back and just look at when he entered the stream and when he lost this, and you know how you do the top gunner bingo, yeah?
Yeah. He's
Script. And them are reading from a script, bro. Because when it comes back to they read from the same hymn sheet. And what I was hearing when man said, one of the things that they used to defend Mikhail, right, is record against the top six, and we no longer get battered. They all say this, and this is what he said that this morning. He was like, going into the season, when's the last time you worried about us getting battered? But these same guys, were throwing a fit when the fixture list came out, when we have top six teams in our first 7 games. So why is it a problem? If we're that good, and he is that good against the top six, why are you worried about the schedule to start? Like, make it make sense to me.
You're the first one to say that as well. That's what I'm saying. I was worried, but I was worried not because I care about the record, about the top six. I'm thinking like, we're getting left behind in the transfer market. Like, can we get some players, or that's how we're gonna get left behind? But yeah, that's a great little clap back there, you know. And like I said, you were the first person to say it, bro. So kudos to you, bro. But there you go. And I thought I'd do today. That's what I said, you know what? I don't know if your favorite YouTubers are doing it, but cool. Intervention. I'll come off. I'll let you handle it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because and big up Vigilante, he was like, he wanted to get off, and he was messaging me after the stream. It's like, bro, I wanted to get off. And I'm saying, bro, look, that's cool, but as long as it comes across respectful, if it comes across like it's a tirade at someone, then that's the only time I step in. Otherwise, I said I stepped away from the whole stream. You get big him up. He was like, it should have been an Arsenal fan to debunk him. Go on.
Maybach music. I'm so sophisticated. To get a verse of me, you gotta be in Maybach music.
No words needed. You know what happens when that music is. You know who's in the chat. We'll get to the comments in just 1 second, but I just have to highlight this point. If there is anyone in this chat that missed the intervention this morning, I encourage you to go back because you said it. You said something there when it said, as long as it comes off respectful. The dialogue was respectful, but low key, man's mannerisms was mad disrespectful, bro. Because whenever someone else was speaking, man was looking down on his phone and was doing all kind of other. And if you go back, I don't know if you watch your stuff back and do watchbacks, but on the playback, when you called him out on the Lee Gunner thing, when he was like, "Are you gonna use Lee Gunner as your point of reference?" Why not? You man use Ty and Babs and Egal and all these men as your point of reference, but why is it that when we call you out, I hold you to account, Lee Gunner is this demon? Is this internet demon like that? That needs to stop. And this idea that we're the majority and it's all negative around the fan base, I will argue for everyone Egal, for everyone Lee Gunner, bro. There's about 1,000 Egal. So let's kill that madness about the toxic negativity. It's kind of like a chick that gets 10 DMs from 10 random dudes, and 9 of them are, "You look good, baby. You look good. You're fine." And one of them say, "You're all right," and that guy gets all the attention. You know what I'm saying? So let's kill that noise about this side of the fence being the majority. Because if we were the majority, something would change at the club by now.
There you go. And they always come and find us. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but I'm not in like these guys' chats. I don't subscribe to Gal. I don't subscribe to AFTV. I'm not in any of their chats. Do you know what I'm saying? When I see it come up, I'm like, why is this coming up? I'm not interested. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone in the chat. And let me just apologize to Vigilante as well, because obviously, like, I'm trying to host everyone. Like, I thought it would be a nice thing. Like I said, like you said, I was in the garden. I went to the garden. I went to go and cool off a little bit. I said, you know what? You know, it's an intervention. You guys do your thing. So you're right. I'm gonna have to watch it back just to see his mannerisms. But at the same time, like I said, let me apologize to Vigilante, because obviously he wanted to get his rocks off. So that's one of my members there. So big him up. And but I also said to him, away from everything, like, in my honest opinion, bro, it's better that these Arsenal fans hear it from rivals, because when it's us, it's you got an agenda. They don't want to listen. It's us versus them. When you have to hear it from rivals, they ain't got a hat in the game, bro. They ain't got a dog in the race. So do you know what I'm saying? They're just going to tell you what it is. You know, we're still in the banter era. So for me, I didn't mind Yasser doing what he had to do. But like I said, you know, I thought I'd do a good thing and step away and let these guys have the platform. And it kind of backfired a little bit, only because one man felt like he never got his rocks off, kind of thing. But no, man, it was enjoyable. Go and watch it back. Big up.
But it's cool though. I think you did the right thing though, because even though it's sometimes can be painful to watch, it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary that you bring these men on and challenge them on the stuff that they say, because they think we're an echo chamber. That we think they're an echo chamber. So there has to be some dialogue. So what you're doing is necessary work, and it's uncomfortable as it may be. It's necessary. But yeah, big up to the Vigilante, and kudos to him for maintaining his composure.
Yeah,
so big up to him every single time.
That's why I definitely said, let me say sorry, because I was nearly a hypocrite, because when he done that, bro, I nearly lost it myself. What do you mean, like, or you're taking that Lee Gunner? I hate when you try and just paint with the brush, because these guys don't even do their research. I'm not the most educated guy. I'm not sitting there saying like, oh, just give me a question and I know it. But I'll at least have a look at it. I'll at least go and have a look at, what news is out there, what information we got. These men are making up Marvel what if stories. Oh, do you not see where we was? We was in hell before Arteta came, bro. Unai Emery finished 5th. Like, we need to debunk that myth, because we finished 8th, 5th under Arteta. Should he even have got to the 22 season? So, but anyway, I'm digressing. When he said that about Lee, I nearly lost it myself, bro. And I had to kind of reel it back in and say, look, respectfully, you know what I mean? So let me not be a hypocrite. And that's why I'm saying, like, big up Vigilante, and my apologies if you feel like you didn't get your rocks off, like that.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to E-Ross, big up to the chat, big up Scans, big up to Yasser, big up to Dr. Seymour. But yeah, man, big up to every single one, man. But bro, let's take it away from that for a second. And today I want to take it away from the guys that we have. Take it away from Gyökeres, right? He's not an Arsenal player. Let's take it away from Mascara. He's not an Arsenal player. The players that we do have, the players that we have signed, right? We've signed Kepa, Norgard, Zubi, and Madueke is imminent. If you were to rate this transfer window such far, is this a goosebump transfer window? I know the answer, but elaborate, my bro.
bro. This is hives. This is hives, bro. He said goosebumps. This is hives. Maybe this is the first. Remember because he said last season over my dead body. This is the first stage of his body rotting.
Right.
Like he's gonna become a new member of the Walking Dead cast. I promise you, bro. Like goosebumps. And everyone says wait, and I say it on my show all the time. I play the clip of Piers Morgan Jr. and he's talking about wait for the burger. If you know the burger's gonna come, why are you getting upset? I'm saying, bro, is it HB? The burger's not here. Where's the burger? And like I keep saying, if as of now, the 13th of July, bro, what is different about what Arsenal do? Even with Bert now in as our sporting director, what's different?
Speak on
It
it.
stinks. It stinks, bro. Look at the transfers right now. Hot Point, Bosch. Obviously, I don't know if that means anything to you. I don't know if you got those names over there. Whirlpool. These are names for LG. These are names for fridge, right? Because as of right now, as of Sunday, July the 13th, 6 days or whatever away from our behind the closed doors with Watford, and then we fly away for our pre-season tour. 6 days, and we still don't have a striker, and you're telling me to calm down. All right, cool. Based on what? On belief, on the feeling in your fingers, on the feeling in your toes. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, and some of these guys are right, yeah. Some of the guys are right when they're talking about the timing, right? But they're only right halfway. You're not right that I would ever be okay getting Madueke, getting Kepa, getting Norgard. And no disrespect to any of those guys, but they would never be on my list, innit? So no matter what you say, I'm never going to be happy with them. Would they be easier to accept if we had a Gyökeres, a Eze, dare I say a Rodrigo, or even someone else, a Semenyo, or it will be a lot easier to accept. But don't tell me about I'd be happy with it. 52 million, hell no. So as of right now, as of Sunday, 13th of July, bro, this window's like, it's like a 4 for me, bro. It stinks, bro. You got bodies in, but what is this, bro? Zubimendi's 50-50, bro. And I can't be excited about it because you've been drip feeding it like for months. Do you know what I'm saying? So how can I be excited about stuff I've known months ago? So as of right now, sorry, and I'll shut up. As of right now, how about you judge it on facts and not opinions and feelings? And right now, as of what's relevant, fridges and hot points, bro. That's what's relevant.
Well said, my bro. And the thing is, right? There are three categories of a transfer window for me. I'm even surprised you went that high to a 4 because there are 3 categories of a transfer window to me, and it's you sign backups or depth, right? Replacements, additions. Those are the 3. We haven't signed any additions, none. Zubamendi's a replacement for Partey. Kepa, backup. Norgard, backup. Madueke,
backup, bro.
Yeah. So before we even signed Madueke or terms were accepted for Madueke last week, young content creator named Gunner Street asked me, "What do I rate the transfer window so far?" And I said a 0. That's when we had just signed Kepa. I said a 0. And his entire chat came after me like, explain yourself. I said, we've signed a backup goalkeeper. End up. You signed a backup goalkeeper. You mean to tell me that where is the positive in that? A backup goalkeeper. You've signed depth or there's no addition, there's no replacement. That's just there for depth. So until we start adding additions. So for example, I give perfect examples. Let's lose Liverpool, the champions of England, who kicked off their preseason today. By the way, they won 3-1. For anyone who think we're being impatient, the preseason has started. Liverpool, who were chasing, has kicked ball today, right? Kirkes, replacement for Robo. Frimpong, replacement for Trent. Bert, addition. Bolster in their squad. They have Sabuzla in the 10. They have McAllister that wears the 10 that plays in the creative space. They didn't need that, but they added to their squad. That's an addition. There is no addition in this Arsenal squad. So as far as I'm surprised you went, bro, I'm thinking that we're at a 2 to 3 max in this transfer window.
Do you know what? I give them, I mean, obviously, maybe I'm even being too, you know what I mean, with re-sign. I mean, that's the highlight of our window so far, re-signing. I mean, I didn't directly think, as you said, replacements, backup cover, whatever additions. Never thought, re-signing contracts was a big deal, but that's what we've got. That's what we've got to look for. That's been the biggest highlight of our window so far. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm being too generous. I think I put 3 in someone else's chat, but Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being too generous, bro. But like I said, you get the message. You get the message. As of right now, you know, I don't rubber stamp this window. You know, it doesn't have my backing. It don't. You know what I mean? Because what is this, bro? You know, you told us goosebumps only a few weeks ago. It's hives. You're doing exactly what you usually do, and now that you've just gone, why is it so that we can raise up money so quick for Chelsea players, bro? And we're out here doing chicken for 5 million. Like, bro, like last thing, like my little analogy that I put in the group today is like we're scoffing down haram food, yeah. If you're a Muslim, and we're haggling over the halal food. Like, can you just make it make sense, please? In what world?
Yeah. When it's a player that Mikhail wants, we don't have to sell to buy. You ever notice that? When we never had to sell anyone to go get Havertz. They didn't have to sell anyone to get this Madueke. Right? But if you are negotiating with Sporting for Gyökeres and it's a $5 million hang up, you take that money out the Madueke account by any means necessary. And then you go lowball Chelsea because no one else is in for Madueke. Is anyone else linked to Madueke that I'm missing? Is there a bidding war for Madueke somewhere?
Bro, it's like the press make it up. They were doing the same with the Sesko. Oh, because other teams that no, they ain't. Otherwise, they would have wrapped that up by now. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think you're right, bro. I didn't know. Yasser's in the chat. Chelsea fan. I didn't know if there's any other interest. Definitely not for someone willing to pay anywhere near what they were asking. So yeah, I back up what you're saying there, bro.
And the fact that there's something about the fact that Chelsea is willing to let you walk the day before they play in the biggest game of their season. At least win the trophy first, bro. I mean, at least even Verts made Liverpool wait for the Nations League to end before he can end the Nations League. It's glorified friendlies, bro. This is the biggest trophy this is bigger than the Conference League. This is Chelsea's biggest game of their season, and they're willing to let you just go. That tells me how much they rate you, bro. Like they don't, and it's not that they were trying to force you out the club. You know, their own manager said we didn't force him out. He wanted to go. That means someone at Arsenal in the boardroom, someone wants this news. Someone wants this. Someone went into the boardroom last year when we came up short again and said, you know what? To bridge the gap on this Man City machine, we need Moreno and we need Calafiori. And that's all they said they were going to sign. Because Sterling was a panic day, was a deadline day opportunity, is what Edu said. And then this year, to bridge the gap on City Pool, what do you think of this, right?
Madueke.
Do you think Madueke was a part of the plan all along? Because they have allowed him to sabotage, if you will, the Gyökeres deal. So he had to be part of the plan. This wasn't a opportunity. Oh, he's on the market now. So he had to be part of the goosebumps.
Bro, because Arteta fancies him, bro. And like you said, there ain't no party like an Arteta party, bro. Forget Diddy, bro. When he wants you, you're in there ASAP. Yeah. Like, and you're absolutely right. Where's the competence at the club? Someone walked into the boardroom and said, you know what? Just making sure it's not April 1st, but Madueke. Do you know what I'm saying? And Arteta's gone, yes. Because he plays on the right and I can play him on the left. Like, that's all. It's a nice excuse not to have to break the bank, isn't it, bro? The only way Madueke would have ever made sense to me is if it was a loan or something, or we probably like got to 15 million with add-ons or something, and it still wouldn't make sense to me because at this point we don't need cover, we need competition.
Yep.
And no one hand on heart can tell me that he is better than Martinelli right now. Do not be surprised if Martinelli don't start on that left.
I hate to jump in, but I'm so glad you said that he can play on the right or the left, because everyone that's been telling me that, then I go look at this. I go find this when he plays on the left, bro. He's 007, bro.
007, look at that. That's gorgeous. Look at that.
007. And this is his best wing when he scored 8 goals, bro. Right. That's Martinelli. Those are Martinelli's numbers.
Right. Right, and then someone tried to argue. So is he not better than Reece Nelson, or is he not better than Ethan on the right? No, he bloody isn't. Yeah. Ethan's got more end product.
He's not. So you meant to tell me that we got rid of Pepe for this? Because Pepe was better than this. Like, I look at Pepe's numbers, And Pepe was playing in the Europa League. Madueke's best performance came in the Conference League. Europa is a level above conference. So we got rid of Pepe to come lotion up Madueke. Because let's be very honest. Arteta forced Pepe out the club. He didn't want him. To Madueke. I don't even know if Madueke is even a better footballer than Jesus, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to say. With the ball at his feet, Jesus is probably better. And he's not a striker. Why didn't you just say get fit and we'll even use him as a winger? Like, forget it. Do you know what I'm saying? But no. Because let's be honest, guys, yeah. Regardless of whether you think Rodrigo's coming to Arsenal or not, there's a very real chance to prize him out of that club. If you got your big boy pants on, yeah, he ain't getting treated like the star. He ain't getting played in position. He ain't even starting right now. Yeah. So whether he's coming to get that out of your mind, forget Arsenal. There's a genuine chance that someone might be able to pry that guy. And for me, it's the second best left winger on the planet. Because for me, it's Kvaratskhelia, another market opportunity that we weren't even in for. So yes, and so without going around the houses too much, you're onto the right path, innit? It's their excuse. This is what we always do. What has changed about, we got a new face in. But what's changed? Nothing's changed. This guy's still the same guy in the picture with Kepa, in the picture with NordVPN. He will be in the picture with Madueke. Like, there's no difference. You're telling me to calm down because have faith. The burger will come based on what? That's what I keep asking people.
You know what I keep asking? And yes, but I see your question. I'm gonna start. I'll come back to it in a second. You know what I keep asking? Is the 25-26 Premier League title actually a priority for Arsenal? I know what they say, but watching what they do doesn't tell me that the league title next year is a priority. Because what team who's serious about winning the Premier League title goes on preseason tour without their main issue fixed? That's what no one prompted Arteta to say anything about goosebumps on May 23rd at St. Mary's when we finished the game. They were asking him. It sounds to me like he's a man under pressure. Someone at the press conference asked him, when are you going to start filling these holes that you have in the team? And he said, immediately. Everything is done. We've already talked to who we need to talk to, and I get goosebumps just thinking about it. And here we are a month and a half later, and none of those holes have been filled. None. No left winger, no attacking 10, no striker. Those are the main weak points in our team. We have the best defense in the Premier League 2 years running with nothing to show for it. So I'm moving forward. You would address. It's like our car needs a new battery or alternator, and we're doing a paint job. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. So that's the question I keep asking. Anyone, based on how we're moving, do we seriously think the Premier League title is a priority for us?
No, because watch what they do and not what they say. Because they've been doing lip service for the longest. They've been doing lip service when they knew that our squad are dropping like flies, and we are not going to help these staff out. Do you know what I'm saying? Imagine, you've got like half your staff for the day call in sick, and you're not even going to call around to see if anyone can cover. Whoever turns up, you just got to rock with it. That's what was going on in January. They knew. They said, if you thought summer's bad, hold my beer. And then even from then, they kept saying, it's going to mess up our summer transfer. They started peddling the PR from January. And it just goes from one window to the other window. And you know what gets on my nerves as well, BBK, is now you're going to have all the mouthpieces, your Cantons, your AFTVs, all of these mutant channels, but it's done now. So there's no point moaning about it because it's past. And this is what we keep hearing every window, every signing, every time we do the same thing over and over again. We step in that same pile of shit again and again and again and again. Oh, but you've done it now, so just wipe it off your shoes and carry on. Like, this is what happens all the time, and it's so frustrating. And they're doing it already. And watch. I've got, I'll be honest. I'm a bit worried that we're playing chicken over 5 million. It's disgusting, by the way, and obviously we'll talk about that. But I feel like, even us, he's kind of pigeonholed himself a little bit. We'll probably get across the line. However, they're going to try and drag it, bro. Hope it don't. I hope literally in the next couple of days it's wrapped up and done. Even if that's the end of the transfers, just kill me now, bro. Just get it done. Just get him in. Give us something to be happy about. Because they're right, and this is what the goalpost move every single. He ain't got his pieces. He ain't got this. Wait till the transfer window. Wait till it's done. Well, hold on. We're doing the same thing. We're doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Big up to the Assembler. Said, question: what category does Bunderman fit into? He fits into the nearly man category. The Assembler, because that's what he is. He's not an addition. He's not a replacement. He's not. He's just a nearly man. But no, that's a very interesting point you made there, because I remember vividly. I think Shane was on the panel. It was on Dan Potts's when Shane was having head loss. That Dan Potts was having head loss. Everyone was having head loss, and here comes Mr. Stephen Egal. Yeah, the calm head man said, everybody stay calm. It's only the 4th of June. It's only the 4th of June. Well, then it became the 4th of July. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to become, it's only the 4th of August.
Yeah.
And then at the 4th of August, it's going to be, well, the season doesn't start until August 17th. And then the window's going to shut. And then they're going to say exactly what you just said. Well, the squad is the squad that we have. The window's closed. What you want us to do about it? Shut up and get on with it.
Yeah.
Complain about injuries and all this other stuff that they make. Because injuries, bro, and that motherfucker this morning, when he kept saying referee decisions, my head wanted to explode, bro. I swear. I'm in bed. It's 5 a.m. I'm laying in bed watching this shit. I'm like, why am I this angry at 5 a.m., bro? Talking about referee. And big up to Yasser for calling them out. How can you manage referee decisions, bro? Like, what are we doing?
But now I'm saying all you can do is try and prepare. And were we prepared? No. They knew about the extra international games. They knew that we were going to have 3 breaks before the new year. They knew that there's a possibility of extra Champions League game. Does this look like a squad ready to fight on 4 fronts, especially when you've got no faith in your squad? In the squad that you built, by the way. Yeah. And just like what you said as well, BBK, about the holes, yeah? Half a decade deep and there's holes. Yeah. There shouldn't even be pieces missing, let alone holes, bro. Yeah. So, you know, there you go. And you know what? And that's another reason why. It's another reason why I don't mind these guys coming on every now and then. I mean, if I'm saying every now and again, it's an intervention, isn't it? If you subscribe and you want to come on, as long as you're not rude, you show your face, come on, yeah. But it winds people up, innit? It winds people up, bro. So I'm like, cool, man. A little bit of car crash TV every now and again, but in an all right way, innit? So as long as you, but like you said, I come in and I come out. I was kind of trying to let it rock, and that's on me a little bit. So in terms of mannerisms and how he was, I didn't see it. But you're right. I was this close from bringing up the bingo card, bro, because it's all the referees, the culture. You see, and they get it from the top, bro. They get it from the top.
Yeah, it's a mad one. And what they do is they're very smart about how they do it. You know, they'll say, and I'm the first one to hold Mikhail accountable, and then proceeds to say a whole bunch of stuff that lets him off the hook to complain about injuries, and then talk about we were where we were when Unai Emery. We know exactly where we were. We were coming off a final. We were coming off a final. They forget that he took that squad to a Europa League final in one shot. I thought they had 3 tracks at the Europa League, never went to a final. And I tell even the big up to Cape. He was on the panel yesterday when I was talking to him on the channel, and I told him, I said, bro, if we were consistently getting to finals, the energy around the fan base would be different. It would be, because I actually fancy Arsenal Football Club in finals, especially at Wembley. We don't lose there. Like we go to Wembley, we win. That 2017 Chelsea team was way better than us, bro. Carl Jenkinson started that game. Per Mertesacker started that game against a Premier League winning Chelsea.
But we were burning in hell with a final. And now, sorry, just to say, you know, they're uplifting, you know, these guys are on one knee and everyone's uplifting semi-finals like it's some sort of achievement, because it's bridesmaid mentality, bro. I can't believe the standard. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying we used to get beat up by the big teams, and now we don't. I can't believe how low the standards have dropped. And I can't believe that this, like I keep saying, like in Simpsons, we were beaten by the best. This grifters come in there and made up a whole different alternate universe that somehow we were so bad. Brother, Unai finished 5th. He was in, there's an argument about where he was, but he didn't even finish the season, bro. What we talking about with a European Cup final at that? And Arteta shouldn't even have got to 22-23. 8th, 5th, that was him. But everyone, he's pulled the wool over everyone's eyes, and it's like some Marvel what if, some alternate universe, bro. Look where we was. We was in Bognor Regis. Now we're in the Caribbean. What are you talking about, bro? Yeah. What are you talking about? So yeah, bro.
The thing is, right, when they use the Champions League, but we got to the semi-final, we're progression. Okay, keep that same energy and apply it to the stagnation in the Premier League, right? Because if you're going to use the progression argument, we haven't progressed in the Premier League. We've been stagnant. This year, we actually regressed. Style of play, points tally, goals scored, all that. It's worst season ever. The rest of the top four was just hot garbage, and we were able to stumble over to the line, you know. But yeah, man, but potential for Mikhail to unlock. Yeah, I mean, but why us though? Why only us can unlock him? You know what I mean? It's like, why we have to get the poor man's Rodrigo? Someone sent me a message the other day. I think they got it from the AFTV side or the DR Sports side, and it was Eze on one side with his price, Rodrigo on his side with his price, and asked me which one. And I said, that's the problem with us. Why are we choosing?
Sorry.
We have, it's not like these guys play the same position, and we have a need for both. We need another creative player, and we need a left winger. So why are we choosing? If we're going to be like big boys, we get both of them. This is the problem, that we're forced to believe that we can't get both of those players. We have to choose. What are we doing?
What are we doing? That's the point. That's the, as you said, that is the problem. And there's people I respect, and look, even Chinks, someone I respect, very funny guy. He says, you know, but that's how we've always been. That's why I always say Chinese whispers with the eyes, because we're all seeing something different here. We must be. We must be. You know, they look at us the same way we look at them. You know, and too much of anything is a bad thing. Danny reacts to saying Ornstein Bomber like a million times.
I see it. Did we sign? And I'm not on X, people. I'm not on X. I'm not on Twitter. So you have to help me out with that. I'm not on
Yokeres Bomber.
Yeah, but the thing with Chinks, and I did watch that Under the Lens. And when you gave him the magic wand and said, what would you change? Man said the fans. And I agree. I would change the damn fans, but I would replace it with more fans who actually want to win.
So it's, you know what I mean? It's like I keep saying, it's Chinese whispers, bro, with the eyes, because some people are really looking at this and saying, I love what this has become. I'm looking at it like paint watches us dry. I can't believe what we've become. You know, if I can't say that, maybe we're all mad. I don't know. What does the person in the middle say? But there's not enough of those in the middles. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like there is. They're not allowed to be. I don't know what you feel, but I don't know, man. I don't know what to say anymore, bro. You know, like when they say, you know, if you see two people arguing, bro, the person in the distance don't know who the fool is, bro.
Don't know who the fool is. So, and that's what I mean. You can't go back and forth with these top gooners, man. They will drag you down to your level, to their level, and beat you with experience. You know what I mean? And the thing is, right, the whole Madueke abuse thing, I've heard you condemn it, I've condemned it. But if these men think spraying some graffiti at the Emirates is bad, wait until November 29th, match week 13, when he goes to Stamford Bridge and touches the ball. And oh God, don't let him score. You're going to see abuse. Like, have you ever been to an away game? Bro, like some of this, bro, I've heard fans sing to a player, one of their own players, I hope that you die. I hope that you die. Yeah. Craig Burnley, I hope that you die. They sing this at away grounds, bro. I've heard that song at Villa Park. What are these people talking about? Abuse, bro. Some graffiti. Come on, people. Wow.
I'm telling you, but that's the whole spin. And I done it on my channel when I was kind of previewing Haters TV. 803,000 subscribers. They do all the Arsenal training, the press conferences. Then they put out a video, you know, asking fans about Arteta. Oh, he's great. I love him. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking to myself, like, bro, they've turned us into a conglomerate, bro, into a culture. Do you know what I'm saying? Is this a football club anymore, bro? I don't know, bro. But like I said, for as mad as I think they are, they think we're as mad as them. However, these guys, you know, they are the majority and we are the minority people.
You know what's crazy, right? I've heard all the names, right? Linked with, you know, monitoring, in love with, said site. So, and this morning, this is the first one I've ever heard. This one, it had to be us. I've heard virtual agreement. I've never heard this in a transfer before. We were this morning. The talking point coming out of the Yokeres thing was there's been a virtual agreement. Like, what do you mean a virtual agreement? This guy, we need him. He wants us. He's openly said. When was the last time we had a top prospect in Euros openly want Arsenal, a top striker? When was the last time?
Bro, I'm embarrassed by this, bro. When have you ever heard of a player like putting in his own money to the transfer? I mean, it must have happened before. I'm sure this ain't the precedent, but I'm embarrassed, bro. I am embarrassed, bro. I'm embarrassed by this, bro, because like I said, we've got the organic food sitting right here, and you're umming and ahhing, but with the processed stuff, you're wolfing it down and licking the plate. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Everyone in world football will say, what on earth are you doing? But Arsenal fans will say, "Oh no, I see the sense in that. And that's great business. Please, can I have a Christmas card? Please, can I have a press conference? You know, please, can I come to the press conference? Like, say what you feel, man." And a lot of them now are backtracking as well. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, and look at the whole PR, haters TV, Arsenal. You got Rio Ferdinand making tweets, bro. Like, we don't care what you've got to say, Rio. Stop trying to make yourself relevant. What's it got to do with you? Do you know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
man. Come on,
Now, what
man.
do you think of the idea that 'cause I think we can make a fair assumption that Gyökeres wasn't Arteta's first choice, right? It's not his first choice. He really doesn't want him because this is a guy that comes in and will demand to start because of just based on his numbers, his age, his profile, his playing time. We don't have a striker like him in the squad. Like he's gonna demand probably want to start. And the fact that he has down tools, so to speak. And you know, Arteta don't like personalities, don't like anyone that upsets his apple cart. So one, if you're the guy that I really didn't want, I wanted Sesko. And two, I've seen that you throw a stink when you don't get your way, and you come to my club. If Arteta really don't want him and doesn't play him, and he starts to throw a stink, he could use that as an excuse to just ban him out the squad. Not ban him out the squad, but kind of like sabotage his old I didn't want you, you're a club signing type deal.
Turn him into a pariah. The same thing like he done to Ethan, even though the fans are asking where's Ethan, even though there was games we were playing where we was calling for, we needed an attacker, we needed a goal, we needed a goal threat, we're chasing the game, we know we're trying to win instead of draw, and you keep putting on defenders and putting on players that are not going to be here next season. So you're absolutely right. He's very much got that in his locker. And I was sitting there doing this. I was praying to the footballing gods, yeah, that Leipzig continue to be greedy, that fans kick up uproar about this release clause that Arsenal should have known about, by the way. If you've been doing your homework, you're dusting, you're washing up, if he was doing all of that for a year and a half, you wouldn't have known that he might have wanted a release clause. Like, it's ridiculous, yeah? I'm telling you this now. If Leipzig wasn't so greedy, Sesko would have already been in the door. Already been in the door because he's who Arteta wanted. We're out here with, like I keep saying, yeah, and I know that the football level isn't like it was even 10, 20 years ago, right? But like I keep saying on my channel, the talent pool of strikers is very small. You can't say top 10, top 5 without Gyökeres being in there. Right? And I understand that, his attitude, and Shane says it all the time, like he don't rate the fact that he's kicking off like this. And I get it. I really do. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm just like, look how quick they rose up the second bid for Madueke, bro. That should tell you everything. And like I said, anyway, I'm kind of getting off track a little bit. But what I'm saying is this, yeah, when he wants the player, they're here. In a heartbeat. Yeah. And why is Gyökeres dragging? Even now, people in the chat are saying Bomber, and they're saying it's in the final stages, bro. It's been in this stage, that stage, bro. Like, just tell us when it's done, bro. Like, content for is just
And then they will summarily dismiss the point that's an actual factual point that whenever we're linked with a player that he wants, especially when it's a Chelsea player, it's bang, bang, boom. But do you think the fact that he wants these project players, right, the Seskos, the Maduekes, is that because he fears expectation? Because if you get Gyökeres, if you get a Rodrigo, if you get a Eze, then the excuses are gone, Arteta. Now you have to deliver. Right. So do you think part of him is like, I like these project players, so if I don't win, I have an excuse. But if I do win with these project players, I look like the best manager in the world. I'm a genius. I'm Lord Mikhail. Yeah.
What is it? Like in Wolf of Wall Street. Yeah, we're right here, bro. We're right here. You understand? I'm very astute of you as well to pointing that out, of course. But it's not just that, it's a multitude of things, my bro. He wants yes men. Yeah. He wants everyone to come up. If you come to Arsenal, your $2,000 goes to 50. Your 50 goes to 150. Like it's friends and benefit. It's like friends and family tariff. So it's a multitude. It's the PTSD from the 22-23 season. Yeah, it's trying to be the new Mikel Moyes. You know what I'm saying? It's a multitude of reasons, and not just that, bro. He's getting £15.6 million a year. He never once got that as a player. You think he wants to fuck that up, bro? So if he can drag it out in any way possible, shape, or form, but he's never had the pieces. The board the board has freed up all the money in the world. It's going to be close to £1 billion now after this window. 879 or something. It's at already. You can't say you haven't been given it. You don't want the pieces. How many windows has Arteta had to get a striker, bro? So you're absolutely right.
8.
Yeah, absolutely right. 8,
It's been 8
9.
windows. Yep, it's been 8 windows since Aubameyang left. 8. This is the 8th window. 12 overall. This is the 8th
Oh,
window.
so
You
any
know?
player that he wants, bro, here in a heartbeat, bro.
Yeah. So
You know,
on that point, when you go through 8 windows and don't have a striker, that tells me that it's a choice. It's nothing that coming from above. I can understand 1 or 2 windows, but 8, you have made a deliberate decision of, okay, this is what I have and this is what I like. Because you can't tell me you wanted Sesko back in 2021. Sesko was 17, 18 years old. So when Aubameyang left, you should have been looking for a striker immediately. 8 windows, unacceptable. This squad is built in your image. You have to trust the squad that you built. How are we supposed to trust the? How are we meant to trust the squad if you don't trust it? You built it.
how was he meant to sell anyone? You know, like what Chelsea do all the time, yeah? Sell nobodies for big money. Can anyone make logic of the fact that he was 29 million when they bought him? 2.5 seasons, he's a backup player, but they can nearly double his value. Why can't we do that, bro? Who have we got in our corporate office, bro? Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar, bro. That's who we've got. And then we've got Arteta, who don't even know how to put his players in the shop window. Like, these are basics, man. These are basics, bro. And this is your squad after half a decade. There shouldn't be holes. There shouldn't be pieces missing. You should have faith in the people that you've got. Otherwise, what are they doing here, bro? So there's so much stuff that you, and as you said, but what do our fans do? You know, they want to be tickled. They want to have a massage. They want to be praised. Everyone likes attention. You know what I mean? Everyone likes validation. Like, oh, bro, our fan base, yeah, like Chink said, bro, fans. It will be the same for us, but the other way around, 100%.
Yeah, big up to the assemblers. The Arsenal PR latest. The panel has it wrong. Arteta wanted Gyökeres. He said he wasn't a natural goal scorer because he didn't want him, so there wouldn't be no competition for his signature. Bro, it's like they just, the goalpost just continues to move, bro. It's and that's why you can't win with these people. You just have to put the marker down on what the standards are for elite football, for a big football club. Or we say that we're big. We like to invoke ourselves in the big boy conversations. But when it comes down to move like the big boys, we want to be like, we don't move that way. I hate that narrative. We don't move that way. Well, that's why we've won 21 years without a Premier League title. That's why we've never won a Champions League, because we don't move that way. So when the big boys are talking, either we shut up or we start moving like them. You know, it's kind of, I mean, like, what are we doing, man? But yeah, bro. And the thing is, right, I don't have to believe in Mikhail to believe in Arsenal, because I believe a manager with a fresh set of eyes come look at the squad and can get something else out of it.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's cooking. That's cooking. And that's what I'm trying to say. And we believe in Arsenal. We don't believe in any one player or any one man. However, you think I want Arteta gone more than I want Arsenal to win.
Yeah.
Like, make it make sense, man. Like, it don't make no sense. All I want is Arsenal to win. If Arteta is the guy to do it, then it's about bloody time. If you're not the guy to do it, then thank you for your work. Now let someone finish the job. It's just that simple. Yeah. But these people, you know, they're acting like they've you know, the names are on birth certificates. They've got the same last name. Like, this is really their, you know, this is their kinfolk. You know what I'm saying? This is their family, bro. Like, how dare you talk about, you know, why you just wake up miserable every day? Like, come on, bro. Like, we just want better for what's going on. Like,
yeah. Big up to G Wills. I see you in the chat, bro. Say Arteta. I'm sure Arteta didn't want Gyökeres. He did not want. He's been an Arsenal player for too long. 5 mil to seal the deal, yet you're haggling but splashing. Yeah, that's. And if you're Sporting and you see these men trying to shortchange you for 5 million, and then go spend, you know, that type of money on Madueke, you'd be like, wait a minute, bro. It's kind of like,
yeah. No, I was just gonna back up what you're saying. Wait a minute, bro. Like, that don't make sense.
Yeah,
something isn't right.
It's kind of like, man owe you money, and then you see him in Ibiza or in Cancun. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. You owe me money. You came into something, and instead of paying me back, you book a vacation, bro.
You're out here doing shapes. That's what I'm saying.
Just run my money up front, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on,
bro. Bro, make it make sense. But that's what I'm trying to say. You've got the nice organic food here, and you don't know whether you want to buy it. We don't know if it's value for money. But the processed food, you're wolfing down, bro. All the things with the additives, you're wolfing down and licking the plate. It makes no sense. And like I said, you keep talking goosebumps. Which of the players so far on Sunday, the 13th of July, give you goosebumps, bro? Please.
And that's the thing, bro. No one prompted him. These were his words. Like, he made this up. They asked him, what are your plans going into the season? You said this unprovoked. You know what I'm saying? You did that unprovoked. And here's the thing, bro. Like I've said, if we start slow, the Emirates will get toxic. But they help bun that, bro. It seems like the fan base is toxic now with the Madueke signing because the club pretty much said, the hell what the fans think, push back. We don't care what the fans say. I bet they wish they had listened to us on the Willian deal. I bet they had listened to the fan base on the Havertz deal, on the Sterling deal. So don't pretend like the fans don't know anything when you've been wrong on so many of these signings in general, Chelsea signings in particular. And I'm upset at the people who are upset that the fans are upset at Madueke. Like,
Right.
how dare you?
Yeah. No, bro. I got bro. You said you're not on X. I am in it, yeah. And I've gone on there and I'm seeing people that, like I said, like I respected, and I'm just like, rah, you're out here calling everyone delusional pricks. You don't know ball. And I'm pretty sure the same guy said Gyökeres was a winger. I'm just like, brother, like you're telling us that we don't know ball. We think that you don't know ball. So who's the pricks here? Do you understand? Oh, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel because we're tired of the same faces. We're tired of everyone shitting on the club. How about the club start acting like their wage then? Actual wage. Either do that or say what it is. Because like I said, when we combat the Chelsea signings, we've got history, facts, reasons behind it. All of these lot, when they're trying to justify the Chelsea signings, they've only got business reasons. It made good business sense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? They've got very little. David Attenborough couldn't even do his 5 reasons. He had to do 3 for Madueke. You're struggling at best. Yeah. You know, you're just out here. How can that be good for anything, bro? Think about it like politics, yeah? And then you got all the lobbyists doing the campaigns. These politicians, bro. All they're doing is spinning out, campaigning. How can that be good? What you believe everything that's been said. One person has anything that's negative to that, or not even negative, opposite to that, and you people are having hissy fit. You guys are sad in your lives, you're depressed, you're shitting on the club. They're shitting on us.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing. At least be straight with us. If we're the new QPR, say it. Then we'll start acting that way. And you lot start acting that way. Because like, and the last thing I'll say quickly is Arteta, bro. He is the best salesman ever, fam. He's hitting all of his targets, all the KPIs. That's why he's saying, that's why it's lip service. That's why we're going to put out Zubimendi long before we're even going to get him, because there were season tickets to renew, wasn't there? There's merch that's coming out every month. And the last thing I'll say quickly is when the fans keep saying, you know, oh, you guys are idiots, you don't know business. I thought this was sport, bro. I know, you know, business is secondary. You know, we're all here for the sport, right? All right.
And the thing is, right, you know, when he's real good at that. And that's fine, Arteta. You can do all that side stuff, the PR and all that stuff, but win. Just win, bro. Just win. I don't do it. Do all that stuff, but you have to win. That can't be what you do, what you're known for. You have to win. Because right now you are known for being Pep's assistant, a couple of second place finishes. That's it. And to the fans that always, you know, lamblast him and be like, okay, he won the FA Cup, but with Emery's squad. But I'm convinced someone else can come in and win with Arteta's squad. If he can win with Emery's squad, someone else could come in and win with his squad. And I can see it. I can fast forward a couple of 3 weeks. Let Madueke score. They're gonna come for you, you know.
Make them come, bro. Because they did it last season.
Like rats. They're gonna come. I told you. Like we don't wish bad for Madueke. But we've just seen this movie so many times, it's hard to look past it. I hope he comes and bangs 20 goals. But where's the evidence of that? We hope Kai Havertz came and banged 20 goals. He didn't bang 20 goals in the 3 seasons combined at Chelsea. But I still want to see him do well. But I just can't look past the evidence of him not doing well.
Not that, and it repeats itself time and time again with these Chelsea players. They don't come and do well. Just like where was all these guys, these cockroaches, bro? Where were they? Yeah, when we were getting slapped, dog walked. You know, we can't put a run of more than 3 games winning in the Premier League. Like, where was you all season, bro? When we're getting bantered, when we're nowhere near it, we wasn't top of the league not one day. Where was my apologies all year? Oh no, but you want to pop out after Man City. You want to pop out. That's the anomaly. That isn't the norm. And so I expect it again, but now I see it, bro. And for me, it just shows me how little brain cells you got. What it takes that much to please you lot. Is that all it takes? One good result. Good. We beat Man City. It's like, so what was we holding for it? You know, so it's like, you know, I expect it next season. 1 goal for Madueke. I told you he was the new whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know,
It could be a charity penalty for 3. You remember that charity penalty to Havertz? We were 3-0 up against, what was that, Bournemouth? We were 3-0 up. He got a charity penalty to make it 4, and it's stuff like, Jesus Christ, like, what are we doing? And I don't think it was this in the intervention yesterday or the day before, but it was some point this week on the intervention. You called this out, that because we finished second, people forget the first 3 years of Arteta. You said that. Like I caught that bit at the tail end of the show, and I had to bring that up yesterday when I was talking to the young gentleman. He was like, he took us from here to there. I was like, bro, let's remember. So it's half and half. He is challenged half the time that he's been here. The other two, so let's not act like he is, he just came in, took Emery's players, and just did a madness. Like, the context only matters when it fits your narrative. Nah, bro,
right,
it doesn't work.
Right. No, you're absolutely right, bro. The way that they protect this guy is unreal. It's almost like he's actually done doubles or won the league or won the champs. It's honestly ridiculous. He's had everything that a manager with no experience or CV could ever want. And we're making him better at this point. When he leaves Arsenal, he will get a half decent job. If he had just left Man City and didn't come to us, where would he be, bro?
Yeah.
Where would he be? What job would he have got? Yeah. So, who's going to benefit more once this little relationship ends?
Do you think being 5 years in a job, you're still considered a rookie, or not a rookie, but a young manager? At 5 years in, you should know something. If you're an electrician, right? If you wire houses, you've been doing it for 5 years. You're not a master at it as someone who's done it for 30 years, but you know what's something. You know a little bit of something. So after 5 years, if you're meant to be making rookie mistakes still, big up to Yasser. He called this out this morning again. Like, what has Arteta learned? Because he seems to be coaching backwards. So 5 years in, you're meant to be improving, no?
No plan B, no plan C, and when you do change things, it's to the detriment of the team. You're right there, bro. After 5 years, these are rookie mistakes. When I was doing, before I got, medically signed off or whatnot, because my knees are all shut out, I used to go and, do maintenance for Harrow Council, cut grass, cut hedges. I never had not one piece of experience, bro. But after a couple of years, you best believe man can make your hedge turn into like triangles, circles, you name it. Yeah, you can't call me a rookie after that. So so that's why I keep patting my chest, Wolf for Wall Street, because we're right here, bro.
Yeah,
great minds. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at it now. I know, like I said, we're all human. I've heard you say it as well on your shows. We're all human. He drawed us in with those couple of years, but now it's going backwards. I can't even say stagnation. I think backwards, bro. They're clinging on to stagnation when it's progression. But only for the fact that, as you said, we stumbled through second. If there was another couple of weeks of that season, bro, it would have been spooky for real.
Yeah, the going into the season, the first season when he went on the title charge, when let's be completely honest, there was no expectation for Arsenal to do anything that year. Well, especially not win the league. But when we came out the gate and did 50 points out of 19 games, everyone was like, "Oh man, Arsenal is serious." And then every rival fan emergency stream, "Oh, we cannot let this happen, blah blah blah." Right? Okay, and we fumbled. And the following year was the first time in many, many years Arsenal Football Club went into a season with expectations. And even in that transfer window, I don't think we moved appropriately. We signed Declan, big good signing, but we also signed someone made a decision that to bridge the gap on that Man City machine, that Havertz was the answer. And that was the moment. Even though I got sucked in, I will admit I got sucked in after the first title charge. I will admit that. I'm not crazy. When they made that decision, that's when I started to question the footballing decisions at the club. Like,
competency, I don't know. Do you need
man.
to clean those glasses? Do you not and that's what he does, because he likes to put, what is it? Square holes. I don't even know the saying.
Square pegs and round holes, that
one there. It's a bit of a tongue twister for me, that one there. But that's what he likes to do, especially he's like I always say, he's the most luckiest manager as well, bro. You know what I mean? You buy a centre back, don't work. Oh, I'm going to change him into a right back. It might work for a couple of games, and then he thinks that's the answer all the time. That's why we dropped so many points, just with his party decision last season. So when I'm looking at the game and I'm saying, brother, why are we playing like Stoke? Brother, why is it so slow? Brother, why are you putting Unks at right back to do all that running when he already looks like he's in the red zone? Brother, why are you putting our injured players on the field? Like. So now I'm like, bro, you're working against us. It's like Agent Arteta. You're meant to be our gaffer, bro. You're working against us, bro. What are you doing? And who's made it, bro? Havertz, Jorginho, Kivior, Zinchenko. These players stink, bro. Let's be honest, bro. The talent ID stinks, bro. It's in them.
What do you make of the people who are they're not on the side of where we are thinking, okay, we've seen enough after 5 years, right? 5 years, we agree that that's enough to develop some kind of proficiency. What do you say to the people who say, okay, he's been here for 5 years, but let's give him one more? Like he's after this season, I'm standing there like, okay, bro, if you are a farmer and you growing things on a vine and you see one rotten watermelon on the vine, do you wait until it ruins the whole vine before you pull it? Or do you see it? You see that it's the problem. You pick it and let the rest of the vine thrive. But it seems to be way too many people, and I'm in group chats with so many of them. And these men are smart. These men are educated. These are people who I respect. But when it comes to the club, it's everything but Mikel.
It's like a religion, BBQ, bro. Dopamine is a serious drug. People stay off the dope. Do you know what I mean? Dopamine, I'm telling you, bro. And I'm just like I said, everyone, even the fans that are moaning about Madueke, if we win 10 games in a row, or we go on we play 10 games next season and we win 8 of them and maybe draw the other 2, it's going to be gassed again. It's going to be gas mark 6. We told you we're cooking, but we've got the most gullible fact. Like I said, that they need to be validated so much, bro. So much. And these guys, like I said, Chinese whispers, my bro, because we see things one way, they see things the other. Unfortunately, we've got little Napoleon making decisions, even though we've just got the best in class in Berta. Why is Arteta? All you need to do is say, I need a striker. You just tell me the positions, bro. Let us sport in direct. Why are you even still in it like that? This is the problem. This is the problem. Oh, it's an Arteta signing. But we shouldn't even be having this discussion. We've got a best in class SP, so why are we having this discussion? So, and that's the problem, bro. That's the problem, man.
But this Gyökeres deal is going to tell us a lot. Still, I really think it's going to tell us a lot. If we somehow fumble this, then we will know. Okay, now it's clear that if Mikel wants the player, he ends up at the club. If he doesn't want the player, somehow the deal doesn't get done, right? Because we end up for the poor man's Rodrigo. We end up for the poor man's striker. I don't know who we'll go for now if this Gyökeres deal. I'm hearing people say we'll end up with Ollie Watkins. I don't know how that's going. I don't know how the fan base feels about that. However, we know that we need someone who can score more than 20 goals to turn these draws into wins, because the first 5 games, bro, I'm expecting the same defensive, don't lose, because I know if we start slow, we're in trouble. So he's going to go in away at Anfield, 2 backs of 5. We're not going to try to win the game. It's going to be we haven't lost there in 3 years. Let's go there and get another draw. The last 3 results to Anfield have been 2-2, 1-1, 2-2. So
exactly.
So we go there and do a 1-1. It will be okay. At some point, we're going to have to win there, bro. We're going to have to win there.
He's driving the bus like head first into the goal. So it's the bus rear that's on show. That's how much he's not trying to. And then the fans will say, "But we don't get beat by the big boys no more." What? Because we shut up shop every time we're not at the Emirates. Even at the Emirates, we played timid, bro. That was some of the worst football we played at the Emirates last season. Slow, methodic.
But that's what it is, views. That's the only 2 strong points that they have to defend Mikel is we don't get beat by the big boys, and we haven't conceded 3 goals since 2023.
Yeah, we're
Putin. Yeah, so we don't concede and we don't get battered, but it's never we win. You know what I'm saying? It's like
we won the FA Cup last year. Like none of that. Yeah, none of that. FA Cup not for half a decade. League Cup 30 plus years. Premier League 21 years. Something in Europe like 94. Like what we doing, bro? Yeah. And these guys, like like I said, it don't matter if you're slim, fat, white, black, old, young. It's nothing to do with that anymore. You're just either a cult member or you're not, bro. And that's what it's boiling down to at this point.
Yeah. Big up to Dr. Seymour Butts. It's not even faith anymore, boy, Tandio. I hope it's hope and cope, and they don't look gullible, naive, or backing something from nothing to tangible. Yeah, bro. Even Because if somehow Chelsea shit house a 1-0 today, bro, that's 2 trophies. That's 2
How much
trophies.
money have they made already, BBK, and we keep lining their pockets?
Yep.
When they're getting fines out the arse, we're just paying for them. It's
Yep.
crazy, bro. Crazy work. Sorry.
Boy, 10. So when the manager shows faith in young player, they are doing so without any evidence of how that player will perform against senior players. Well, Chelsea are willing to go ahead with Esteval. They're willing to let dude come to us for 50 million and trust Esteval, who hasn't kicked the ball in the Premier League as of yet. Big up to Latvian Guna said, breaking news, no major breakthrough. Yo, so managers tweeting, they are milking this Gyökeres cow because it's the hottest commodity on that.
Hey,
That's what
you're gonna know. Sorry, BBK, because I say it on my chat, money I make. You see what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, money I make, bro. You get me? Them man, they're just content farming, bro. That's all it is. But I hear it, bro. I hear it.
There is no more breaking news. Someone said, I wish I had uploaded it on here, but it was a replica of a cow and Ornstein and Fabrizio with some pans of milk, and the cow is like down to its ribs, basically depicting that they have milked all the juice out the Gyökeres cow, and now it's no major breakthrough, virtual agreement. Like, what are we talking about? Like, virtual agreement. This club, club, man. This club, like I call Dr. Seymour Butts the modern day Shakespeare with some of his wordplay, but this club, they should hire him to help them write some more PR because we are masters at this PR thing.
Yeah,
my God. But brother Views, we just made it past an hour, man. What you got coming up, man? You doing a watch along for this Club World Cup or what?
Nah, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's like I said, it's been a good money making tool for the clubs. Maybe the competition will get better, but I haven't really put much stock in it, to be honest with you. Let's go PSG. I'm literally about to go and jump on with brother Rashid, Arsenal Revolution TV, 7:05. So come and join me over there. And of course, we will be back tomorrow with another intervention. Everyone, Views on Sport, man. Make sure you're liking and subscribing over here, though. Make sure, people.
Oh, definitely, man. Big up to you, bro. Let's let me go ahead and find brother Rashid in here for a redirect. I think I remember how to do that.
Come on, brother. Come on.
Is he live right now?
I don't know. 7:05. 7:05.
Yeah, he's live right now. But yes, people, big up to Rashid every single time. He is my brother. He's welcome here on BBK Sports at any single time. As is brother Views. Big up to you, bro. Thank you so much for your time, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on. Keep working hard. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. That show this morning was necessary. We need more of that. We absolutely need more of that. So yeah, man, I can't watch all of them because they come on quite a bit early for me, but I do watch them. I do watch them on the watchback. Sometimes I even share them on my socials. So big up to you, bro, in all that you do, people. So people, like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. And you can meet brother Views over by Arsenal Revolution TV. I'll be over there too in the comments. Peace.